everyone, welcome back to my channel. It has been a minute since we have chatted, but I thought I would do a get ready with me chit chat. I am in Dublin, Ireland, which I'm super excited about, and I'm just kind of getting, I guess, ready for my day. And I thought we could do it together and chit chat and all the things. So I hope you have been well. I've had a super busy summer, and I have stuff pre-recorded that you'll see. I didn't end up bringing any, I didn't bring my laptop or my formal camera here to Ireland. I probably could have, but decided not to. So I won't be posting anything until I'm back home, but I can definitely film some things here too. So hope you are doing well. This can kind of be like what makeup I packed for Ireland / get ready with me / update / all the things. So yeah, I already have my skincare. I just did my hair, and I wanted to shout out, I will link it down below, but I have this 2-in-1. It's like a hair straightener and curling iron, and it is dual voltage. So I still need the converter for the plug, but it worked great. And it's a 2-in-1. I bought it back when I was traveling for work all the time, but I especially love it for traveling now because I can do whatever I want with my hair. So I've just kind of curled my hair and I'm letting it set. It's obviously pretty rainy in Dublin and I have naturally curly hair. So I thought if I did some curls and then it gets frizzy and does its own curl pattern later, it'll be fine. But yeah, so we are in Dublin. My fiance, which by the way, we got engaged. If you did not see my Instagram post or previous videos, we got engaged at the end of August, so I can talk about that a little bit too. But he has work in Ireland, so he is off at work today actually, and I am here. So I'm actually in Dublin alone for about 36 hours, like a day and a half, and he'll be back tomorrow, which is kind of fun, and I have a couple plans. So yeah, let's just go ahead and dive in. So for face primer and eye primer, I brought my normal stuff, my Milani. I had to get a new one, and then I also got a new mini of the Fenty, just for travel sake. So let's put those on and get started here. And I totally have you propped up on a pillow with this little foot stand thing, so hopefully I don't fall over. So yeah, life update. Yeah, we got engaged. It happened in the second half of August. It was definitely something I knew was coming. We've been talking about it. We picked out, we went ring shopping and all of that together. So I knew it was coming. I just didn't know the exact date. So yeah, super exciting. Something that we've been, obviously planning for, and all of that good stuff. And our family has been super supportive and our friends are excited and we're just really thrilled. So yeah, we've been together for 5 years, and all through, the pandemic. Really, the start of March 2020 is when we started living together full time, and it just kind of worked out, ever since. So in some ways, the pandemic was a blessing for our relationship because we both used to travel for work. I mean, he still travels for work. I've since switched jobs where I no longer travel, but I mean, it could easily be 6 weeks. Just our travel schedules were opposite, and it would have been really hard to maintain a relationship. So in some ways, being grounded and kind of having that at-home aspect really solidified our relationship. So thankful for that. So this is the ring. Super exciting. It's an emerald cut with stones all around it. I absolutely love it. And yeah, wouldn't change anything. So we are in the early stages of wedding planning. I'm just going to start with my eye makeup here. So the two palettes I brought along with me, I have the Glam palette. I love this for the big mirror. It also stays up on its own, which is excellent. And I just really love the shimmers. These are going to be shades that I focus on for the next part of the year. And then I always bring my Soft Glam 2 palette from ABH, and this just has all of the staples, whereas I feel like this has much more shimmers and this has, more mattes for me to play with. So yeah, I'm just going to start by setting my primer down here. So yeah, we are in early wedding planning stages. We do know it'll be very small and private. I guess it's going to be more planned than a traditional elopement, but not very many people in attendance. It's definitely something we want to keep small. So I probably won't share too many details about that until, it's over or as things, progress, but we are super excited and yeah, we'll be getting married next year, which is crazy. um and yeah, so we are in Dublin, and I have to tell you the story of like, I swear, the last, well, I guess now 2 times that I've traveled abroad, I've had unexpected stays in places that I didn't expect to be. So we were flying from Minneapolis to New York City, JFK, and we had a delay leaving Minneapolis. JFK had New York area, I should say, it was all the New York airports, had really bad weather the previous day, and because of that, we're still super backed up, like trying to get people, rerouted and all of that with the delays the day before. Goodness. Um, so because of that, we were late getting into New York and ended up missing our flight connection to Dublin. So thankfully, we were coming over earlier than he needed to be for work, just for us to have a little bit of time to see the city. I've never been to Ireland before, so I was excited to, yeah, kind of play tourist and all that together. So yeah, we had a flight delay, so we ended up staying the night in New York, and yeah, we ended up staying in the middle of Times Square, which I've been to New York a couple of times, and Times Square is busy. I mean, it is a little bit of a zoo, that's great people watching. And I was so surprised. We stayed at the Marriott Marquis, how quiet it was. I mean, you could open the windows and all the like signs were right there, and like you could see all the people, but you really couldn't hear much of the traffic or of the noises, which obviously when you're trying to sleep, you're appreciative for. So that was great. And yeah, the food at the hotel was great because we didn't get to the hotel probably until like 11:15 at night. And then so we just ran down, we checked into the room and then ran down to the bar area to see if we could get anything to eat because it was like a weird day where we really didn't get to eat much. And when we did, it was more like snacks. So yeah, I had a Caesar salad. It was fantastic. He had like a uh, what's the word, charcuterie board type thing, with fresh fruit and cheeses and prosciutto, and it was excellent. So highly recommend. That was a really great experience. Um, so then we had basically a day in New York City. We didn't have to get to the airport until about 6 o'clock at night. So we slept in a little bit. We check our bags. So we did not have our luggage. We just had what we were carrying on. But I always carry on kind of the basic things where, again, if I were to, for some reason, have to spend the night somewhere without my checked luggage, that I'd be fine. And I'm really glad I do that because, again, came in handy. It's burning my eyes. I think I'm just gonna kind of leave them like that, like pretty basic. Um, so anyway, we all we did is we went to Target. There's a Target, I don't know, a few blocks away from where we were staying, just to get fresh t-shirts. I packed like spare underwear for us, and I normally pack t-shirts, but for whatever reason this time I didn't. But yeah, so we did that, and I'm just setting down my primer with the Fenty blotting powder. I find that this helps kind of like with the eyeshadow primer just to set everything down. It really helps my oily skin not break through as quickly. So I've been doing that lately and really kind of liking the results. The other thing I have is a new under eye brightener. This is from the Ulta House brand. It's like a pinky tint, and I used to use stuff like this all the time, but kind of got out of that, and I've been loving it. I have not been loving under eye concealer. I don't know, it just looked weird to me, but I really like this brightener because it's just what I want, just a little bit of brightness, but it blends really well, and I love that it's kind of in the like a bullet form instead of a potted version. So I've been loving that lately. And I do have a brush today. Sometimes I just use my fingers. So anyway, we had a day in New York City. We went and just got fresh t-shirts. And otherwise I had everything else we needed, deodorant, toothpaste, toothbrushes, underwear, like all of the basics to stay the night somewhere that you're not expecting to. So that was nice to really not have to worry too much. We did a little bit of shopping, and then we went to Smith and Walensky's, but the Walensky's Grill next door for lunch, and that was fabulous. And yeah, it ended up being, a bummer that we missed the flight, but it ended up being a really fun day, kind of unexpected in New York too. So it like all works out. So anyway, yeah, then we got on the flight and we flew to Dublin. So we got in the morning, like we left New York like 9:30 at night, and you basically get in at like 9:30 in the morning. So I can kind of doze on planes, thankfully. So watched a movie, ate dinner or snack or whatever they were giving out. Okay, so then basically from there we came to our hotel. We did take like an hour and a half nap. Because we got in early enough that it wouldn't totally ruin, everything we're doing with jet lag and time zone differences. And I'm just using the L'Oreal powder foundation. I'm totally using my phone as a mirror, but that's okay. And everybody has been so kind and helpful. All the taxis we've been in, because we got here, we took a nap. We went over to Temple Bar and that kind of area, had a few drinks and a bite to eat, and that was lovely. And yeah, everybody's just been very, very kind and helpful. Um, I've been to Europe a couple of times, but this is my first time in Ireland, and I'm actually really loving the weather. It feels like the perfect fall temperatures, and I'm just really, really jazzed about that. So that's been nice. We do have like light rain jackets, but like a sweater or a long sleeve and jeans is like perfect, clothes for this weather, which I've been dying for. So it's kind of nice to come here and get that flavor, because in the States when we left it was still hitting, like 80s and stuff during some of the days. So yeah, this has been really nice. So anyway, yeah, my fiance is in a different town right now for work. He's there for one night. And so I am kind of on my own today. But what I have planned is I kind of slept in a little bit. I got a Starbucks. There's a Starbucks nearby. There's Starbucks everywhere, which is great. And then this afternoon, I actually booked a class. So it's kind of south of Temple Bar area on Drury Street, I believe. That might not be right. But I am you can make your own silver ring. So it was like, what is it, like $85 US for the class. It's 2 hours long, and you figure out which, hand you want it on and finger. You do the ring size. They basically give you the strip of sterling silver and teach you how to make it. And then they like do the heated steps, but you shape it and you put all the imprints in and all that stuff. So I'm super excited. I think that'll be kind of a fun thing for me to do. That's totally something my fiance would not want to do. So it's kind of perfect. And it's in a very kind of nice, I guess, area. It's very clean and tourist friendly and all that. So that makes me feel good going over there alone. I'll just taxi over and then probably find a bite to eat afterwards, and then come back to my hotel. Thankfully, my hotel has like a bar and stuff on site. So if I want to have a drink tonight, I'll just stay in the lobby. I feel like that's probably the safest thing. But yeah, I'm super excited for that. What a unique experience, and what a cool like souvenir to bring home, like something that I made. Heck yeah. So yeah, we'll see what that's all about. I've never really done jewelry making before. I mean, I think when I was in high school, we did like one, I guess, unit or like art class that offered it, but it was never like good jewelry. It was like what's it called? Clay or whatever. So I'm definitely excited to learn more about the craft and all that. So yeah, then he'll come back, and we've got basically a day and a half, Friday night and all day Saturday, to kind of, again, frolic around. So we hope to go to a few different restaurants and other kind of neighborhoods and areas of Dublin. But yeah, I'm just super pleased. Everybody's been, yeah, so friendly and kind and helpful, and just very welcoming kind of feeling in general. So that is kind of my update for this adventure. As far as like back home, yeah, the big news is we got engaged, starting wedding planning. Work is work going just fine. And yeah, this has just been a really kind of long awaited vacation that we're taking. So it feels nice to unplug. I haven't checked Slack or my email at all, which I'm really proud of because it is such a habit. I've got the apps on my phone. And so, when I'm working at home and everything, I often work from my phone. So to like really not click on those apps and everything, I actually rearranged them and put them in like some side folder so that if I like out of muscle memory went to go, click on Slack or something, it's not there, which actually has been working really well. I think we're going on a trip for Christmas this year instead of doing Christmas gifts. We are going on a trip, a tropical Christmas, which we've never really done a tropical trip together, my fiance and I. So I'm really excited to see, kind of how we like that. And the rule is no work there, and he is totally more connected with work, and it's very hard for him to put aside. So I may try that trick where we move the app on his phone or something so the muscle memory doesn't kick in. Because vacation, I feel really strongly about this. Like vacation time should be respected, and I think there's very few positions in like our world anyway that like people can't figure it out without you. You know what I mean? Like somebody else can cover or it can wait, or you know what? People are smart enough that you work with, they'll figure it out. And it's kind of how I feel. So I am definitely more strict, I would say, about vacation time and like honoring it, but I think it's really, really healthy thing to do. So in the spring, I got this Makeup by Mario. It's kind of like a plumping lip color is what they call it. It's a soft blush is the color, but it's kind of like a satin matte lip. I've really been liking it because it's kind of glossy, but it's also like a little bit more pigmented than a gloss, It's definitely not like a liquid lip where it, dries down and lasts all day, but I do like it. So yeah, that is gonna be my look for the day. Let's put the glasses back on. There they are. Yeah, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully you did your makeup or like your skincare unwinded or something along with me. But yeah, I'm good. I miss you guys. I hope to get back on a regular kind of filming and like more so uploading schedule. It's easy for me to film. I just don't always get the time to edit and upload when I want to. So that's the thing I need to improve upon. But also let me show you my super cute bag. I got this off of Etsy and I'm freaking in love. This has been so fun. I love this kind of like micro houndstooth. It's like a brown and tan, and it's just neutral enough to go with everything. And I love the gold kind of hardware here. And then inside there's two zipper pouches, and they're big. Like I can fit multiple perfume bottles in here and my wallet, my phone, and all that. So I've loved this bag. It's very secure for walking around, but I love it in a crossbody. And then like the over, top handle, whatever. It did come with like a longer strap here that I didn't like, so I just cut it off. But I got this off Etsy and I freaking love it. So this has been really fun, and I definitely think I'll be using this a lot in the fall, but this is kind of like my first chance to use it. So anyway, another thing I wanted to share. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I miss you all. And let me know in the comment section what is new with you. I know some of you like regularly comment and I recognize your names and all of that. So would love to hear what's new in your part of the world. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.